Monday. Thank you for joining me for this week's Weekly Wisdom. For January, I want to do something a little bit different. So in honor of it being 2020, I want to look at what has been, what is, and what will be. So I'm about to get real free with y'all, and this is kind of embarrassing. So if you could laugh on the inside but not on the outside, I'd appreciate it. Whenever I first considered starting my leadership speaking business, it wasn't getting on stage and speaking in front of hundreds, one day thousands of people that spooked me. Honestly, it was figuring out how to do my makeup, because makeup has terrified me ever since I was a teenager. You see, I was that kid that thought that blue makeup, blue eyeshadow, was cool. And while it may have been cool in the 70s, it most definitely was not cool in the 90s. At least not the way that I was doing it. So a couple of different incidences that happened with the High School Mean Girls, and I never wore makeup again. As I'm sure you've noticed in most of my videos, I don't really have much on. But I knew this was something that I was going to have to learn. So 38 years old, and I started figuring it out. I started watching a lot of YouTube videos. Jeffree Star, looking at you, love your videos. Paid somebody to teach me how to do it, called my cousin Charisse, who is amazing at makeup, a lot, to ask questions, and figured it out. And tonight, everything that you're seeing here is what I did all by myself. And while it's not perfect, it's definitely something that I'm pretty proud of. And the point of all of this is that you need to take ownership of those areas that you need to improve on, no matter how they make you feel, even if it makes you feel kind of silly or like it's something that maybe you should have learned a long time ago. And you need to just do it. You need to look at your past, see what's been holding you back, and what is preventing you from being in the present in the way that you want to be in the present. And a lot of times it's silly stuff, and we feel silly asking for help. Just like I felt really silly asking for help with makeup. But there was a day I will never forget in the bathroom at work where a bunch of women came together and helped me figure out makeup. And that was the first step, because I realized that people weren't going to laugh at me. People were just as invested as I was. Take that first step. Ask for help. No matter how silly you think it is, there's somebody out there who wants to help and has the ability. And as a leader, look for these moments. Look for the moments where it may seem obvious to you, but maybe your employee is struggling a little bit. And without judgment and with only compassion, offer them the tools that they need. Because guys, if I had to teach people that they had to smile at the happiest place on earth, Walt Disney World, then I'm sure there's something that you're expecting from your employees that they're not doing. And you're just assuming they should know how, and they're assuming that they don't. So thank you very much for tuning in for this week. Leave me in the comments what you learned. Would love to hear it. How did you celebrate your New Year's? What cool traditions do you have? And don't forget, you got this.